Hey everyone, it's Michael. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are playing Fae Farm, and I've compiled a quick list of some easy decor ideas for you guys to get started on your farm. So without further ado, let's get right into the tips. The first decor tip that I have is to use these wild grass patches and create some custom foliage within your farm. If you didn't know, you can place these wild grass patches down, then you can basically forage and harvest all of the plant fibers that you do not want to use in your build, and you can create some cool different shapes, or you can just create a single square of just one single plant fiber if you want to have them peeking up from your pathing, or if you want them to basically hug your pathing and create some cool flower looks around your path. There's so many cool ideas that you can do with this, so I definitely recommend experimenting and see the different shapes that you can come up with. The second tip that I have for you is to use your functional items in your build in a more creative way. For instance, I'm using this conservatory and I'm tucking it behind these grass patches and creating a more natural feel. And then I'm using this animal lure to almost make it look like it's a welcoming sign to my farm. There's so many ideas you can do with this, so I recommend getting creative. Maybe you even use the potion stand and create a cool witch's brew area in your forest. Or maybe you just want to add a honey hive and create a more natural look so that you can hide your functional items in your build. The third tip that I have for you is to use your shrubbery and foliage and plant life furniture items as a more decorative and natural feel. And you can achieve this by placing some potted plants or some shrubs behind other items to make it look as if your plant life and your furniture items are actually growing out of the ground and creating a more natural and earthy feel. I do this in pretty much every game that I play just because I really like the natural aesthetic. So I always find myself hiding furniture items, specifically like plant life and flowers, behind other items to make it look as if the plants are actually growing up behind other items. And there's so many ways and things you can do with this. So go ahead and get creative with this one as well and see what you can come up with. The fourth tip that I have is to don't be afraid to experiment, because in Fae Farm, they make it extremely easy for you to get all of your resources back. If you place an item down and you realize, I just don't like the way this looks. When you do that, you can hover over an item, whether it be a furniture item, pathing, or fencing, and you can reclaim the item and you get all of the resources back right into your inventory. So all of those unwanted items become valuable resources again that you can use to craft whatever you want to craft right after that. The next tip that I have is to get creative with your pathing and use multiple paths together. Specifically, I'm going to show you an idea with this mossy stone path. And as you can see here, if you place this down in a square, this one actually becomes a circular path. And you can get really creative with this and create spaces in between this to make almost like a stone pathway, like stepping stones, or you can connect these pathings to create a more windy path, just like you see a lot of like custom pathing that a lot of people made in Animal Crossing. And I think this is a really cool path to use with other paths, and it helps create a more rustic and natural feel, which I love. So go ahead and see what you can do with this and have fun with this path, because I think there's so many cool ideas you can get out of this one. And the final tip that I have for you is to make your way over to the town center in Sea Willow to get trees. And if you didn't know, you can chop down all of the trees on your plot when you first start and collect all of those resources, and then you can buy tree saplings to replant. But I'm going to recommend that you also buy these fruit trees. One, because it's going to be valuable resources for you for cooking and other things. But you can also make your farm look a little bit more creative and decorative with fruit trees. And this is how the pear tree actually looks when it's fully grown. And I just think this makes your farm look that much better when you add a fruit tree. Go ahead and create an orchard or something creative with this. Or just have your fruit trees placed in between all your other trees. That's gonna wrap up this video. I know this was a really quick video, but there's so many ideas and different things you can do in this game, and I feel like I've just barely scratched the surface. So I'm really curious, what are you guys building in your farm? Are you using these items in creative ways? If so, leave a comment down below and let me know what you're doing. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like as it really helps my channel, and consider subscribing to see more videos like this. I do a lot of decorative videos for various games, and I'd love to have you around. Until next time, see you in the next video.